And joining me in studio now is the Mortgage Minute Guy, Mr. Roger Schlesinger, as we know him. Roger, good to see you.
Good to see you, Don.
Now, I know we'd like to spend most of this segment trashing Washington, but I know we won't do that. I know you folks been really busy right now with HARP 2.0 and a number of other things. Tell us what's going on in the mortgage industry.
Well, yeah, the mortgage industry is really on fire right now. We do have HARP 2.0, which means that if you have a conforming or a conforming jumbo loan, and that loan is owned by Fannie or Freddie, and just because a bank services it doesn't mean that Fannie and Freddie doesn't own it. And if you don't know whether they own it or not, you can just call us or write to us. Call us at 866-288-0088 or go to mortgageminuteguy.com and send me an email. And we'll tell you if you're owned by Fannie or Freddie. If you are, we can refinance your first loan to unlimited depths as long as it's within the conforming boundaries, which is 417 for the regular conforming and 625 for the conforming jumbos. But you also have to have that loan before March of 2009. Fannie and Freddie have to own it before then, or we can't do it. If you have a second, unfortunately, we can't roll it in, but we can subordinate it to the new loan, and almost everybody goes along with that, so that's not a problem.
So let's talk about it. So you have something like a 417 mortgage, so to speak, and maybe your house is only now valued at $300,000. Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. No, the best one we did was a $160,000 mortgage, and the house was worth $60,000.
Wow.
And we did it.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it is really amazing. If they had asked me, I would have thrown seconds in there too, because seconds can be a problem, but we can't touch them, unfortunately.
Well, Roger, you're the Mortgage Minute Guy. Why didn't they ask you?
I wonder that all the time, Don. It's a good reason to everybody write Washington and say, check with the Mortgage Minute Guy.
Check with Roger first, yeah. Now, aside from HARP 2.0, what else is going on?
Well, we have the VA IRRRL, and that's for veterans or active duty military, and it stands for the Interest Rate Reduction Refinance Loan, IRRRL. And what it is a streamlined loan, meaning that all we're going to do is run your credit to see that you've paid your mortgage down from the original loan. And we can streamline it up to 115% of the loan to value. We're not going to ask for any documentation whatsoever other than that. And you can't have had a late in the last 6 months. You can only have one late on your mortgage in the last year, and you have to have at least a 620 credit score to do this. But we can offer you a 15-year fix at the bottom of the 3% range, or a 30-year fix in the high 3% range. And these are terrific rates, considering that all you have to do is be a veteran and have decent credit.
And, of course, we're talking about loans with historically low interest rates, too. So people who've been getting hammered in their previous loans and concerned about losing their homes, this is kind of a ray of light at the end of the tunnel.
Oh, yeah. This does make things right for all the people who have been suffering and have been making their payments, because the hardest call for us to have taken over the last few years is, geez, I've made all my payments on everything, and I can't get anybody to let me do anything unless I start missing payments, and I don't want to do it, and I don't blame you. You shouldn't miss payments. So we're making it right. And then the third one is the FHA Streamline. Another crazy rule. This takes place starting June 12th of this year. What happened is FHA raised their front-end fee from a point to a point and 3/4, and their mortgage insurance from $105 to about $125 monthly. And one thing about an FHA Streamline is you have to be able to reduce your costs. Well, with the higher mortgage insurance, nobody was able to reduce their costs. So starting June 12th, we can do a Streamline. That means no appraisal, and also on the other two, basically no appraisal. So we're putting the appraisers out of business, thank goodness, because they've been killing us for a long time. So we have no appraisals on any of these things, no documentation on the IRRRL or the FHA Streamline. The only thing is you have to lower your costs. So June 12th, they're dropping the 1 3/4 that they went up to back to 1 for streamlined, and the mortgage insurance from 1 1/4 back to 0.55, so everybody can lower their costs. They couldn't get any streamlines done that way, and people were complaining. So this is a great opportunity if you have an FHA loan to do a streamline starting June 12th, and you can call us now and get it going, because we'd love to get you at the head of the line.
Now, of course, everybody in the appraisal business that had you on their holiday gift card list just threw you off, but nonetheless.
It's worth it just to say that.
Now, this is all good news. I mean, this is something you and I have been talking about mortgages for 10 or 11 years now, and You know, obviously when things were really crazy a couple of years ago, that was all tremendous news. But for the last 2 or 3 years, you've been coming in here and saying, well, this is what we can try to do. This is what we can try to accomplish. Now you're saying, Don, this is what we can do, which is such a big difference.
Right. Take care of the people who have Fannie and Freddie loans. Take care of people who have VA loans. Take care of people who have FHA loans. The only one we're not helping now are the jumbo people. And after all, we're not supposed to help them anyway because they're the villains, aren't they?
Of course, that's what they tell us. Anyway.
Yeah, right.
Now, if people want to get a hold of you, know more about this, study up on you, what do they do?
They call us at 866-288-0088, or you can go to the website, mortgageminuteguy.com. If you want to get in touch with us or fill out our application, you hit where it says get a mortgage consultant, and then we have a 3-question application. Your name, where you live, what state you're in, and how we reach you. That's it.
Okay. Well, I can tell you right now, I wouldn't even try to spell the word mortgage without calling Roger first. Again, Roger Schlesinger is the Mortgage Minute Guy. Their website is mortgageminuteguy.com, and it's 866-288-0088.
Correct.
Thanks so much.
Thank you, Don.